So we're still simplifying radicals in Algebra 2. Let me show you. First, we're going to look for the highest perfect cube that's going to go into 3,000. Well, that's going to be 1,000. And 1,000 times 3 is 3,000. So when you're rewriting your radicals, you still want to equal that value that's under the radical. Now, our second term is fully simplified, so let's move on to the third term. So the cube root of 1,029. The highest perfect cube that's going to go into it would be 343. And 343 times 3 is 1,029. Now that you have your perfect cubes all ready to go, you're now able to take the cube root of it. So the cube root of 1,000 is going to be 10. And then you're going to be left with a 3 under the radical. Now moving on to the cube root of 3, we already said that's fully simplified. So moving on to the last term. So if we take the cube root of 343, 7 is going to come out, and then you're left with 3 under the radical. And then whenever you're trying to add or subtract these, they got to have the same index, which they do, of 3, and then they got to have the same radicand, and all the radicands are 3 as well. So since you have the same index and the same radicand, you can add the coefficients. So we have a positive 10, positive 1, and then a negative 7. Well, that's going to be 11 minus 7, which is 4. Times the cube root of 3. That is my answer. If you haven't followed us already, make sure you follow us for more Algebra 2 content.